Hey everyone, welcome back to our website. Today I am going to teach you about the material balance in recycle and bypass. Okay, let's see. In the screen I have drawn two types of diagram, and can you see the difference? Can you identify anything? Okay, let me explain it. If you see, for the first diagram, the arrow for input, it's coming into the arrow. But for the second diagram, let me change the color. For the second diagram, the arrow is going out from input. Same for the output. If you see in the second diagram, the output, the arrow is coming into the output, and for the first diagram, the arrow is going out of the output. That's the difference, and that is named for this point. Splitting point. Splitting point is somewhere where the material is split. So if you see, this is the splitting point, because it split at this type at this point. So this is called as splitting point. Just bear with my writing. Okay, and then these two points is called as mixing point, because the substance mix at this point. That's why we call it as mixing point. So what is the advantage of recycle and bypass? And before that, we need to identify which one is recycle or bypass. So if you see, recycle means we reusing something again to gain more product or something. So if you see, the first diagram is the recycled material balance, because we using the product from the input which enter into the reactor and came out from the reactor, and we using again the product from the reactor coming out from the reactor into the input again. So this is called as recycle. And if you see this one, the product from input is going and mixed at the output, which means the input is first going into the reactor, and the product from the reactor is mixed with the input again. So this is called as bypass. So what is the advantages of recycle and bypass? For recycle, it can increase the conversion in chemical reactions, like it can react more to form more product, and it can also recover catalyst, like usually we use sulfuric acid, and of course the cost of the catalyst is very higher, so we can decrease the cost of the catalyst. And also, like the process variables, we can control the process variables like the temperature, pressure, so it is easy to handle. And for bypass, it increases the property of product by adding more raw material, because if you see, we adding the input again to the product from the reactor, so it can increase the properties of product. And we also note the thing that the mass fraction is same at the mixing point, but the mass flow rate will be differ. So you need to understand this before you solve the problem. So let's see another problem to make you understand more.